Hello. Hello, 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 hello. Hello. Hello everyone. My camera just decided to stop. Why? My camera decided to stop right now. I don't know why. Huh? Okay. Seems to be working. Hello, 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 hello. When a GM leaves early, what is this strange character here? Ah, it's the ... It's the 3 dots that is messing up the database. No! Cannot log in. Why? Now these 3 dots, which is actually a special character. Okay, anyway. Yeah. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. So the good news is that we don't have the elephant anymore. The elephant has been removed. And the way I did it, I did exactly what I told you yesterday. Wait, the chat is not up. Hello, Fanner. You winning 2000, eh? Easy life. Hello, Hula. Hello, hello. So, the good news is that the elephant in the room has been removed. Believe it or not. We removed the elephant. The elephant is not here anymore. The elephant has been removed. Will not be very easy to do this. No, will not be very easy. I think it's not easy to remove the elephant from here. No, 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 no. It's not very easy, but we can try. There is a chance. There is a chance that we can do this. The elephant has been removed. No! Not exactly. I mean, this will never work, actually. This will never freaking work. This is actually an impossible exercise, but no problem. There is an impossible exercise, so we are not gonna continue because it's a waste of time. But I'm continuing just a bit because I want to do it. I'm continuing just a bit, but I promise I will stop soon. And yup. 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 Exactly. 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 The elephant has been removed. It's not in the couch anymore. It's getting moved to the kitchen area. No, it's been completely dissolved. I mean, it's been disintegrated. It's been disintegrated completely. Completely destroyed. In another universe. In another universe. The way I did it was exactly what we said yesterday. So there is this dynamic transition, which for whatever reason is trying to adjust, right? Is trying to adjust the feet somehow. I just removed these two lines and it doesn't do it anymore. Now I try to understand what we are losing without this dynamic transition, but I tested a bit everything and I didn't see any drawbacks. So I just deleted it. I just deleted it and it works. Now there are still few things we need to test. Mainly the sword, shield and bow, right? So there is something that I did not test and I would like to test. And we are going to test now. And then, if that works, I think we can go back to our fishing, right? We can go back to our fishing, my boys! Yeah, basically what we did, we removed yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. I removed the dynamic transition check and incredibly enough it works. Now I don't think we are losing anything. I think that was like a, but we will see, right? Maybe it's needed, but I don't think it's needed because I tested pretty much everything, right? And by the way, I've seen there is a mistake in the plate mail for the Nolthri, for the Lemur, because the shoulders are not exactly attached to the arms, but that's fine. Something that we can do in the future. Okay, so I wanted to test the shield, right? And the shield to me seems to be working fine. So the shield is basically this movement, right? And we tested combat already, but I want to test the bow, right? The bow, because we have a problem with the aim of the bow, and I think that is something that I need to investigate a bit. I don't want to spend too much time because I want to go back to, I really want to go back to fishing, but I need something attackable though. I need something attackable. You know what we can do? We can just put a shield on the ground and we can make the shield attackable. And now this thing is attackable. Yep. You're out of ammo. He's not playing the bow animation though. Okay, so we may still have something to do. Is he playing the torch anime? The poses are not. The poses are not triggering at the moment. Okay, yeah, this is something we didn't check in detail actually. Hello, who joined? Hello, Dusty, my dudes. Hey. Hey, thank you for the subscription. 12 months. I think you are the first one to reach 12 months. It's the first 1 year. Yes. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. I can dedicate to you a prop, maybe. Let's see if I have a prop. I have this prop. I have the flaming glasses. We can have them blue. We can have the blue flaming glasses. Why not? For your 1 year subscription. Yay! You missed a lot of streams, but it's been hard to keep on following along with your artwork. Thank you, thank you. We just removed an elephant from the room, which is always a good thing to do. We just removed a giant elephant, which was a problem. So, okay, so we have a bit of a problem because it seems that the overlay poses are not playing. Like this one, this is the one of the torch, right? Is actually not playing when we want, right? And I absolutely don't remember how we did that. So I think I need to compare again. Or base character, let me change the music though. Or base character, or something else that we will see soon. But let me play another music. Yeah, removing elephant from the room is very, very nice. So I need to understand the overlay state, right? So was conditional skip owner, but we need to set it server side and wrap it to all. Okay, so that's the first change, I guess. ALS base character view mode, visible mesh. The encumbrance slowdown we didn't test. That we need to do, huh? So these are two additional pieces that the fact that I did so many changes to this system in the years, you know, that I think we will continue to find pieces here and there. But anyway. I was searching the overlays and I found that this other piece that definitely is needed, 100% needed. Force update character state. Set overlay state. I'm searching all the overlay state changed to see. On overlay state change. Why is doing nothing? That's kind of strange, huh? Main anime instance overlay state. I think I want to put in this because I feel that this is one of the changes. Okay, let's try like this. Let me just get back my shield, or it will remain, will disappear because we are not loading. We're not loading items at the moment. Okay, let's recompile like that. 1 second. So yeah, we've been doing a lot. When did you left, Dustin? How long time ago? But we did. I mean, we developed a fishing mini game, which is the one that I would like to continue today. If I finish all this locomotion stuff, but I don't know, because there is still a bit like this overlay states maybe. May require some work. I mean, they were working already, so in theory just a copy paste from the old, right? But I didn't even know. I think I saw the very beginning of your fishing minigame. Okay, well, if it's that is like a month ago, right? Well, maybe a bit more, a month and a half, because actually we went on a kind of a 10 days of this elephant. And yeah. Also what I did, I converted the system, at least the movement system, to use the enhanced input of Unreal Engine 5, which is, I think, very good for us. I just have to understand it a bit better, but it's basically allowing to have different controls, like keyboard keys that you press based on the context. So imagine that you are walking on the street and then you jump on a horse, right? When you are on a horse, maybe you have slightly different controls, right? When you move, and or different keys to press, and the new system is allowing you to do that. Then it's also cleaner on the hold buttons and on the profile setup, on the multiplayer. So basically setup of keys on the same machine for multiple people. I mean, it has a lot of advantages. For us, I think the in context is the best. Like when you are fishing, we don't want the character to be able to move anymore, and we want to have like cast the line keys and then you know, retrieve the line and things like that, which are different keys. And I don't want to pollute the standard blueprint with those keys if you are not in the mini game. So basically, when the mini game starts, you add a new context of the fishing keys, and when the mini game ends, you remove the context, right? And it works, so, which is very nice. Ah, you used it? Okay, good. So, but our game was using the previous system, and so it was not really working as we wanted, right? When we it was not working as we wanted when we migrated to the enhanced input, and so I had to do some changes. Now the torch, okay, I think it was that, because the torch now is working, which is very nice. Also, when I do this, you know, I can, now we can see if it works in multiplayer, but I think it should. Also the bow works, fantastic. Also the bow works. That is fantastic. Let me see if I can actually shoot something though, because that's the question, I guess. Let me put the shield on the wall. Oh fuck, this wall is now collision. No! Now the shield is inside the building, is inside the thing. No! Maybe we can cheat a second. Yes, we can. Give me back my shield. Okay. That is not a good surface to do this test. This one should be. Because for whatever reason that one is not. Yeah, if I have this, I cannot right click on things, but I think it's fine. I think it's kind of fine. Okay, let's do this. And then let's make this shield attackable, right? It's already attackable. Oh, fantastic. And then we keep my bow, and now when I go in combat mode, I want that turning red, yes, and now I can shoot to the shield. You're saying that I'm out of ammo, because actually I am, but it's good. Yeah, it works as expected. It works as expected, so it's very nice. Oh, that doesn't go away. Okay. Interesting. It goes away when you tab again. Yeah, maybe I have to fix that. But okay, it seems that now the bow works. Now the only thing that is a bit annoying at the moment is that when you are when you are like this, right, and you right click on yourself, the character turns that way because it's basically the active aim, right? Now we should test it. We should test all this multiplayer though, because we need this to work multiplayer, otherwise context is so crucial in a simple subsystem. Actually, I build a simple subsystem to manage all of the context switching for any state the player could get into. Maybe clean it. Okay. Now the only problem I have at the moment is that it seems that my context for Windows meaning opening and closing certain windows like the inventory and such, is not working. So I will have to. I will have to test that. I will have to understand why. Sorry, I'm messing up a bit, but in reality, because I'm doing it wrong. I have to use the dummy database, users, and not the. Obviously, it is night because it wants to be a bit annoying with our testing, but it's fine. We can make it day. And also, I have to set myself visible, otherwise the other guy doesn't see me. Okay, see him. So we basically would like to see if whatever I do, right, is correctly replicated, right? So like when I put on the torch, I should see, and yes, I see it properly there. Now if I point in a certain direction, okay, that is also replicated, which is pretty cool. That is very nice, actually. So I can look down, I can look up with the. Right. Let me see if the bow also works. Yeah, it seems that the bow is working as well. Yes. Okay, so it seems that actually everything works, which I'm very happy. I'm a bit surprised, but very happy. Now, I don't remember exactly how it was in the previous system, but I don't think I want, right? I don't think I want that when I right click on me, because let's say that I am looking this way, right? I'm looking this way. As soon as I right click with my mouse, my character is facing the mouse direction, you see? And Which I guess is the same when I'm sitting, right? Because if I'm sitting, so I cannot move, and now I do this, I just turn my head, you see? Well, I also turn my body a bit if I exaggerate, but I mean, it's not a big deal, right? It's not a big deal. But in the previous game was not, in the previous version was not like this. So if you right click, you just access the menu, but your character doesn't immediately look into that direction, right? How do we do it? We want to have a key, like when you press something, you enter in view mode, or what? I mean, I can disable it, but if I disable it, I can disable completely the aim, right? But if I disable completely the aim, then I'm thinking. Ah, I know, we had it on the middle mouse. This is why. Absolutely. We had it on the middle mouse button. Ah, now. Thank God I remembered. Yup. So we can just move it to the middle mouse button. So you can actually right click and select, or middle mouse and do that thingy. With the only difference of the bow, because maybe with the bow we want... Yeah, but for everything else, we want the aim to be not to be the middle mouse, not to be the right mouse. We want to be the middle mouse. You will probably set out settings, check the first software player, disable camera. No, because there's so many situations. I think middle mouse may do it. Also because it's not something that you use often, right? Like, let's say that you are running around with a torch. It's not that you really want to do that weird, I mean, the special movement of direction in your torch in a specific place, right? So I think it's fine is with the middle mouse. At the moment, I have to be careful because this ILC is not used. No, there is the default ALS. We don't use that anymore. We use our own IMC, which is here, which is called IMC Move and Combat, right? And here we have also the aim action. Here it is, right mouse button. No, this will be middle mouse button. Right mouse button. Wheel up, wheel down. What do you mean wheel up, wheel down? No, middle, sorry. Middle mouse button, it is. And gamepad, I don't know. I mean, not the left trigger though, because the left trigger is our right click. So, is our select, right? I don't know, gamepad, I never actually configured it, so I think at the moment it's just not working. What is another key of the gamepad? He has a million things. Left trigger, left thumbstick button, left trigger, left shoulder there is. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Left shoulder is the one that you do with your middle finger. I mean, the one the bottom one. Okay, let's just put it randomly on left shoulder. It's fine. I don't think anyone is using the gamepad at the moment with our game, but maybe in the future, if we ever go to a refinement phase of this, we will. We will. Now, the only problem I have with this change is that then for the bow, right, becomes kind of annoying because you have to, instead of doing it like you would do with the right mouse, you do it with the middle mouse. So I think we have to change that only for the bow. Let me try a second how it feels, but I think that shooting arrows with the middle mouse sounds wrong. But I think I'm probably doing it already. Because it was working, right? It was working. So maybe when I press the right mouse and I have a bow, is already done. Is already done? Oh, I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. I don't know. Bow. No, wait. Let me do torch first. So torch, if I right click on, yeah, exactly, is so much better, right? If I right click on me, it's not messing up with aim or with anything. But if I middle mouse, right, now is pointing, right, to a specific direction, which is good. Now with the bow. With a bow, no. With a bow, I have to middle mouse. This we need to change, but I don't think I want to do it tonight. But I think it's something, no, because I'm pressing the middle mouse now. While I think when you have the bow, let me see if I go in combat mode. Wait a second, because maybe it works. I have the feeling that I did that, but it was with the previous system, so maybe possible that got kind of wiped out, right, in the... can you please rotate the shield? Thank you. Okay, so if I go in combat mode, it is not attackable. It is attackable. Why didn't I replicate? Okay, that's another problem we will discover one day. No, it doesn't. Oh, that's bad. No, we need to fix it. I mean, maybe not today, but we need to fix it. I have to press the... Now I'm pressing middle mouse. And it's kind of bad. It's kind of bad. It feels bad. I mean, it feels bad on the hand, so it's not good. It's not right. Ah, but I can left click. Wait. I can left click. I'm left clicking. Then it's okay. Then it works already. Then I already did it. I can just left click like if it's a normal weapon. Yes. Very nice. So it's done. If you right click, it doesn't do anything. If you middle mouse like I'm doing now, you are like pointing around, but it's, you know, kind of useless. But if you left click, then it's doing the normal bow animation with also the shooting center, right? So good. Nice. Thank God sometimes I do random stuff and I don't re-implement the stuff that we already implemented. So you wish to have Luke and him to be middle mouse? Interesting. I thought you were doing to make the menu selection middle mouse. No, because the menu selection you do it so often. You always select, right? So the most natural key should be there. When you click on items, when you click here, when you click, you know, it's always the left. I mean the right mouse button. So I think the aim is a kind of a special occasion, at least in our game, right? Our game is not a fighting game. It's not an action RPG. Our game is an RPG where the R means something, right? Which I know is weird these days, right? But I know. I think if you ask to to someone that is like 16, 17, 18, maybe up to 25 years old. Maybe 25 they know already, but up to 20 years old, what is an RPG? I think they will give the wrong definition. They will not give the proper definition of RPG. Because one thing are RPG and one thing are action RPG, right? A RPG. 99% of the game are A RPG, not RPG. So you cannot say that Diablo is an RPG, right? I mean, Diablo obviously is not. But I think, or I don't know, Elden Ring, right? You can say, oh, Elden Ring is an RPG. No, it's not. I mean, they call it RPG, but it's not. But anyway, because you're not role-playing, right? If you're not role-playing the art, you can call it a PG, a playing game, but but not a role-playing game. But anyway, okay, so this is good. Oh wow, we made a big step forward with very little work, which I'm kind of amazed. So we basically fixed sword, shield, and bow. Rotated shoulder on the back. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the rotated shoulder on the back, I don't know exactly how I fixed it. You see that this character looks like sad? It looks like he's sad. Because he's actually, I mean, his spine is not, right? Yeah, his spine should be like this. But in reality, he's bending forward a lot. So in the idle animation, it looks like he's kind of sad, right? And I don't remember exactly what I did. I think I changed the animation. I don't know how I did it. I think I just edited the animation in Unreal or something. Can we take the previous animation? It's a bit risky because secondary motion is a bit of a sensitive animation because it's used... secondary motion is basically the idle, right? There is the one before the change and there is the one after the change. Yeah, the character is like that. For reasons that are long to explain. Now that the preview of Unreal is using a different thing between the torso and the preview model, but it's fine. I can do this. Oh wow, we have no head. Why do we have no head? We have no face. Okay, let's not waste time in useless stuff. But now we have a face. So this is what? This is the new one or the old one? This is the new one, yeah. It is the new one. Can I open the old one next to it or not? Because sometimes this thing is a bit stupid. When you click on it, it's replacing the latest. Can you open it here? No, you cannot. Why? Maybe because it's open. I don't know, sometimes the editor is doing stupid stuff like this. I never understood why I cannot open this now. Why? You have it open in another window? I don't think so. I would like to see the two animations one next to each other. Can I do it? Okay, this one you open. Can now I open also this one? No, it's opening the same window. You see? I don't know why it's doing this, but it happened to me already multiple times, right? It is just reopening the same animation in the window if the skeleton is the same, right? Like it cannot manage to separate. I don't understand why. Opening new window doesn't do. Opening new window. Right click did it. Okay. Opening new window. Okay, good. Okay, nice. If you just double click, it substitute the existing one. If you right click, opening new window, then it does it. Okay, my point was, did we modify this to be less of a sad position? Because if I remember right, I think I did it, but I don't remember how, when. I remember why, but I don't remember all the other W thingies. Do you think the one on the right is less bent? Well, can they start at the same time? No. Boop. Boop. That was close. That was close, but not exactly. They should be exactly. Seems to be kind of identical to me. I mean, one has wings and tail, the other does not, but seems to be very, very similar. If not identical. Okay, let's leave it as it is. I don't know, we can change it later on. I think it looks a bit too sad, right? So his breathing like going down too much, but who cares? Who cares? Okay, now we finished all of that. Wow, I'm impressed. So now what do we do? By the way, if any of you Unreal Engine developers want to know what I did to have ALS in Unreal Engine 5.4, considering that the retargeter is completely fucked. The Unreal Engine retargeter doesn't work in 5 the way it should. Here there are all the fixes that I had to do manually to actually have that work properly. Basically, the main thing that is not doing is not coping over the additive settings, and plus is not copying over properly some of the IK targets, right? And so your IK are basically going all over the place, and that is a big part of the 10 days that we spent on this. And I think I'm the only one that did it. I didn't see anyone else. I saw a lot of people saying that it's broken, but I didn't see a lot of people fixing it for ALS. But there was at least one guy that was pointing to this. There is a video that helped me a lot. There was the pin bone video, and pin to bone, right? That was very, very nice. It helped me a lot. Oh wow, Dota music. Okay. So what do we do now? We go fishing. Oh yes, we go fishing. But to go fishing, we have to go fishing in the new game. Okay, now the first thing I want to fix is this. At the moment, my context for opening closing window is not working. Like if I press the I key, right? In theory, this window should close and open again, right? But it's not doing it. And that is very, 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 very strange. And that happened when I switched. Basically, I have a context. I have a mapping context for Windows, which is called IMC Win. with all the keys, right? And I am actually adding this context to the character, and it was actually working until we switched to the C++ version of ALS with the enhanced key being in C++. So my fear is only a fear, but my fear is that if you do the register on C++, then the blueprint doesn't work anymore or something like that, because that's very, 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 very strange. That is very, very strange that it happened. So what happened is that in my base character, I have, well, in the ALS base character, I have, I don't remember at all like how it's called, but there is, no, probably on the movement component. The movement component, there was mapping context, right? Mapping. Mapping. Default, it is. Default input mapping context, right? This guy, yeah, this guy, right? This guy is declared on... no, it's declared on my player controller. Okay, it's declared on my player controller, right? And it is actually... See you, Dustin. Hey, thank you for stopping by and saying hello, and thank you for the sub. Really appreciate it. So default input map. So okay, so this one is the one that is taking, right? So now the question is, why the hell? So my fear is that if you do the setup input component in C++, then it's not. Or no, I think that is. It is probably this what happens. The clear action event bindings. It's possible it's clearing the previous ones, and this one is actually happening after. Is it? Is it possible that this is happening after? It is very possible. I think that is probably the reason. Because otherwise I would really, it would really be weird, right? Okay, I mean, it's easy to see. Let's do this. Let's do this. Setup input component, right? So we just print out here the setup input component in C++, right? And well, I mean C++ is option, but anyway, here in the source code, and then we I did something stupid. No, cancel. Okay, and now we do here. There is all this register input mapping context, right? Which is registering all my stuff. And yeah, I think the reason is clearing it is because when you are possessing another character, so in theory I should do everything there. Yeah, it's probably better, boys. Because here I do it in a very rough way, right? So here I do it in the begin play, but I don't think it's the right place, right? So I think that Unreal Engine provided this well, actually it's not Unreal Engine this, because this one is, no, I think it is. There is an override, right? Yeah, probably it is. So this one is in a Real Engine default function, right? So I don't know exactly when it's called, right? It will be interesting to know. So do we have it on? Yeah, we have it on the standard player controller, exactly. I think we should put everything in here, boys. I think it's easier. All our registrations or our stuff should be in here, without doing it like I'm doing it here, that I'm doing it now. Like, so, and the only problem is, how do we know? Should I? Bind actions. I mean, this is fine, right? Default input mapping context. Well, it's fine up to a certain point though, because this one is trying to, let me think about it 1 second. It's trying to map to functions, all of that, which is true but also not. And then why there are two lines that are identical and one is commented, the other not? Huh? Ah, no, because this is the debug. No, they're not identical. This is the debug thing. So I think we should right? So what we said is that we have to register, right? Which is this begin play. We have to register this stuff. Otherwise, right? But how is the register working in C++? Register input mapping something? No. Huh? Register mapping context? No. It should be the same as bind action. So enhanced input component should be enhanced input component. Input component, enhanced input component. Yeah, which is this guy. So I'm a bit blind. There should be a register, not register component, register input mapping. What? How do I register component? No, bro, this thing. Enhanced input user set. Ah, because we have to go through the user settings. Ah, okay. We have to go through the user settings. I have no idea how to do it. I have no idea how to do it. Enhanced input subsystem. Enhanced input subsystem interface. Get enhanced input user setting. Get enhanced input. Get enhanced input subsystem. I don't understand. There is no way. I mean, there is a way for sure, but I don't know how to do it. Unreal Engine, enhanced input, get user settings, C++. Please, someone tell me how to do it. Hello, Dotted Fish. Yeah, we're back to fishing. So be careful on what you eat. Bro. Maybe it's not needed in C++, but no, I think it's the same. Enhanced input local player subsystem. Enhanced input component. Which is different, huh? Why this is using a different way? Enhanced input player local subsystem clear all mappings, right? While here, clear mapping, clear action mappings is done on this. Enhanced input component. Input component. Input component. It is inside actor. But user settings is not here, so I don't understand. I don't understand. You know, this what is this function doing? If I double click, it's not going anywhere. Input mapping context. Okay, but enhanced input use exactly enhanced input user settings, right? So settings. Okay, let me see what is getting these settings. Get user settings. But it's get user settings, bro. It's not exposed. At least I couldn't use it. No? I mean, I tried, but it's not, at least it's not on this object. Right? It's not on this object, so where is that? Get user settings is on enhanced input subsystem. Enhanced input subsystem. So I need to do this. Bro, there is no register here. What do you mean? Add mapping context is fine. But what is the difference between adding a mapping context? Bind action. I'm a bit confused. So I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to register input mapping context, okay? Which in theory should work on enhanced input subsystem interface. It's not exactly this though. This thing doesn't have anything, I don't know. Doesn't have any. Because it's incomplete. Wait. Enhanced input user settings. Wait, because this one is not reading it. Okay. This. I think it's because it was. It's kind of a weird include, but fine. I went. Now register input mapping context. Okay. I think that now we are in the right place, because we want, now the problem is how do we register this stuff, right? Do we add on our player controller also the other I think is a good idea, yes, because I have two ways of doing this, right? So one way is to actually explicitly search for this name. And the other way is to put it as a variable in class defaults like we did here, right? Which I think is cleaner. Which I think is definitely cleaner. So yes, you have to open the editor to change it, but at the end, you would do it anyway, right? Because I don't want to have it under ALS. I think it doesn't make a lot of sense. Let me put it under enhanced input. So we have, the decision is, right? The decision is that we have 1, 2, 3, 4. How many are needed, right? So at the moment we have the move and combat. We have the windows. Which is basically the UI. The default input mapping context, okay. And then we can say UI input mapping context, and then we can have dice minigame and fishing minigame. Dice input mapping context, or dice MG, and fishing MG minigame, input mapping context, right? And so all these ones are input mapping context for yeah, and so we will see the variable, right, in why this one is not colored in blue. Why they're all colored in blue except this one? Is because this one is already a keyword of some kind. Huh? I don't know. It's kind of strange. Why this one is not blue? No idea. Okay, so if we do this, right, and I recompile and I go in my editor, then I will see those things. And that would be so much easier because then I will just set them from here. No, I don't want to save anything. Okay, so let me compile this. I think there is a better way. I think actually we should do it this way all the time. Sometimes I have like hard-coded stuff, but like mapping table, like I think we have data tables, right? That are actually, yeah, like this one, for example, right? I think it's a very bad idea. Or these ones, right? On player controller. I'm not gonna change it now because they work, so I don't want to retest everything. But in theory, you should not have it this way. You should not have a hard-coded path here, right? You should just put it as a variable and set it in the editor to the proper thing, which at the end is exactly the same. It's just that it's more visual, right? Yeah, and so now here we will do the register of all this stuff, right? So we will register input, we will register dice, we will register fishing, right? And this basically makes them available in the setting window. But we are not adding the mapping context. We are not binding to anything, right? We are just yeah, we are just registering. Registering is different than mapping. Yeah. Yeah. So I think we can do this. And then we will just swap in and out, right? The mappings. The thing that may be a bit annoying is that when I mount a creature and then I dismount, we will actually go through this. Because the possess is calling this. And so we will... is that true or not? No. It's not true. The possess is calling setup input, and setup inputs is adding the mapping context. Anyway, I think we will disable the ability to play mini games while on a mount, because I think that will just make things too complex, right? So, which is fine. I mean, which is absolutely fine. We don't need that. Our players can leave also without playing dice games on top of their Rivnak, which by the way is not very easy, right? So if I do, okay, now that we did that, I think that from the editor, now I can set the reference to my mapping context. Okay, no minigame on mount. What about the bow? Very good question. I think you cannot attack from mounts. I think that attack is disabled. At the moment it's disabled. You cannot attack from a mount because a mount is because it's too complex, so no. So bow on a mount, no. Not allowed. Refusé. Not allowed. You see, now we have this nice thing is here, enhance the input. And so now I can just search for my windows, for my dice mini game, and for my fishing mini game. Let's go fishing active. Okay, that's right. And so now we have these values set up properly. So now they are actually registered, right? But then the next question is, when do we add them? So in theory, this is now obsolete, right? In theory, this is now obsolete. Yeah. But where do we add the mapping context, right? For the windows. I think we add the mapping context when we create the actual character. But I don't know if that is actually happening at the moment, which is what I don't understand. Add main mapping context, move and combat, right? So end of begin play of client, right? So yeah, but I'm not 100% sure that this is actually working. Let me try. Now that we recompile, so we have a bit of a dilemma on where to register the context and when to add the mapping context. If we do it in the C++, if we do it in blueprints, if we do it in the begin play, if we do it in the setup inputs, right? I remember the process problem. Possess problem. Yeah, the possess problem was a mess. I don't know. You cannot use the bow while riding. That's it. That is just what we're gonna do. Okay, can I open my windows? I cannot. So you see that so, which is weird, right? Because if you look at the log, on the client side, right? We should have, at a certain point, we should have this. Setup input component, right? And this is at line 1236, whatever, is here, right? And this should happen only once. It's actually happening twice. It's happening one in the client startup map and once in the, that's a bit weird, but anyway, it's happening twice. But anyway, the good one should be this when we are actually loading into the map, right? And then there should be the other message, which is this, which is end of, what was it? This one, end of begin play on client, when we actually add the mappings, right? Which should happen after 1855, you see? Yeah, exactly. So why the hell is not working? So 1855. So then the other was 1236. So it's happening way before, right? And it's happening only one time. So this is what is a bit weird. But if I press my I, the inventory doesn't open, right? So Win AI, because just because it's not mapped. Wait, no, but it's mapped for sure. But when I press I, this is actually, you see, this is actually showing. So I mean, do you mean that I never mapped it? No, I mapped it. I mapped it. I mapped it here. In my player controller, right? So why is not going through this? I don't understand. It is mapped. It is mapped. It is mapped. For example, the fishing mini game at the moment is not, right? And the dice mini game at the moment is not. Now, if I open up my inventory and I put on a fishing rod, which actually here I don't think I have, but we can get, here it is, right? If I put my fishing rod in my hand and I start fish, well, I have to do it on the other database because here we don't have a fishing spot, but in theory it should appear here, right? But yeah, the context IMC window, It is valid. It's just, or it's not going through this. I don't know what's going on. It's a bit strange. Because fishing and dice minigame have separate menu, and we have a separate key setup, and we want to be sure that they load only during the minigame, right? So this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to have the enhance input trigger the... I don't understand why that is so... Wait a second, there was a message that was interesting. There was something about enhanced input. He was saying... PS car... He was saying PS character... PS character, input action event, reference unknown action, special attack right. For input action, special attack right. Rivnak and PS character. Input action event. Can check that as well, but that is the context menu for the special attacks when you have a weapon equipped, right? Like you have a battle axe, and you can then... Okay, yes, now it's not working. It's not working. Special attacks are not working at the moment. Even if also here I have it, you see, I have special attack left, special attack right. So why is saying that? Well, let me press I a second because I want to see. Yeah, I is doing nothing. So it's not printing this. It's not printing this. Why, guys? Input action, special attack left, input action, special attack right. Well, true, because this one had been deleted, and I did... Probably this one I didn't substitute, yeah. So these are the... These are the two new ones, right? So these ones are old. No, it's not the triggered, it's the started. Okay, so this should now work. This should now work. But I don't understand why. I mean, do you think that they have to be on the character? I mean, I can try. But I don't want to put it on the character. I mean, the whole idea was to put it on the player controller. I don't want to put it on the character, but let's try. Maybe it's triggering here. Because when I add mapping context, I add it on the player controller, you see. I do player controller, get enhance input, right? Add mapping context. So the mapping context is on the player controller, it's not on the character. So it should work, right? Perhaps we can ask on forum about what to do when you use the mount. Maybe, yeah, maybe they can. I think there should be some, because it's the same when you use a vehicle, right? Like a car. Like a car. I don't know. In the future, I think we have to redo mounts completely one day, but it's not today the day, so it's fine. I think our mounts are not done the proper way, I think. Also the fact that I cannot really have my character be on the seat properly. We had problems with scale. We had a million issues. I don't want to touch that. I will not touch that for quite some time. I don't care. We have more important stuff to do. Yeah, it's actually triggering on the character. This is kind of annoying though. Everything is triggering on the character. Everything is triggering on the character. Yeah, which in reality it is true because we do it already for the primary weapon, secondary weapon is all on the character, right? But we had some stuff which was on the player controller. All the user interface, we decided to put it on the player controller. And so basically you are saying that all of this now needs to be moved. Oh my god. I mean, it's fine, I can move it. I mean, it's a copy paste at the end. It's a copy paste of this block, pretty much. So I have to cut, right? I have to cut this and put it inside PS character under mouse and keyboard, which is already fairly complex. These are all tests. There's the primary weapon. I don't want to touch this mouse axis. I think I will put it like here. Or I will move this test and I will, yeah. I will move this test, that probably is not even needed anymore, but... And I will put it... And I will put it here. Ouch. Okay. Seems to be fine actually. Now the problem is that this trigger button does not exist, right? This menu ref does not exist. But we can do get player controller. and we can get our menu refs, right? And then this will be the same now. So this should work as before. This should work as before. So everything is triggered on the character. Okay, I mean it's fine with me. Anyway, when you are on a mount, you are still on PS character, so I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I mean, it's a bit weird that you are adding the mapping to the player controller, but then you are executing it on the character, no? Isn't that a bit weird? Okay, so going back to fishing, it means that our fishing fishing minigame actions are here. Yeah, they are here already. Okay, good. So we have here the push to talk, right? We have here the push to talk. Input action, voice talk. What is this thing? Is it just a printout? No, I don't care. So I have to do, okay, so I have also to move this, because otherwise it will not work. I have to move that on PS character. I think we should split this graph, it's too big, it started to be too big. Should probably split it in different settings. This will probably give an error. No? Okay. Interesting. Okay, the push to talk, we will see. It's not our first priority. I don't know how many of you guys are using the push to talk in the game. I mean, anyone is using it or not. I mean, I added it, so it's there, but I don't know if any of you are speaking in game, but in theory you can. I think you are not testing enough. Okay, so now the key should work. That is what you're saying? Is this what you're telling me? Okay, let's see. I am laying your favorite tree, Planeshift Tiger, just to protect it for you. Thank you. You should build actually something below that. Something below the tree. Like a fence with a door. So that I can only access the tree through the door. You know? That would be a good idea. That is a very good idea. I just realized I have my microphone very far away. Okay, guest. Let's go. Okay, so now if I press I, yes. Okay, so we mapped also these keys properly to the. Okay, that is very good. Now, if I think it's good. I think we can test if I go on a mount, right? Can I still press I? Yes, I can. Okay, very good. I can, in theory, I can go combat mode, but it's not really doing anything, right? I would suggest not doing that. Okay. Wow, we are in much better shape now than, you know, than few days ago. He needs food. Than few days ago. I mean, finally things are going, you know, our way. Finally, after all that debugging and work and fixing and okay, so now let's see if I can fish. So to fish, I need to switch to the other. I need to switch to the other database. We don't need NPC, I think. No, we don't need NPC. Okay, let's go. So now we are switching the other database, and now we should have the mapping context. And here is the question, right? If we should remove the default context. But if I remove the default context, then I should leave the menu. Should I leave the windows in or not while I'm fishing? Should I be able to open the window while I'm fishing? Well, I mean, need it for the inventory for sure. I mean, everything else is not very needed, but the inventory is kind of needed. Unless we have only that window on. I think when you enter fishing mode, I would like to have a nice overlay, you know, of some kind that I still need to think and design, but I would like to have an overlay that is dedicated to that, and maybe is looking at the rod that you are using, and movement is very smooth anyway. I really like it. Movement is very nice. Movement is very nice. Okay, so I cannot fish in this place. No, I cannot fish in this place. Where can I fish? Where can I fish? We can fish in the other lake. Where is the other lake? Is in BD Road 1. Is in BD Road 1. No? Or BD Road 2? I mean, no, it's in BD Road 1, I think. BD Road 1 lake. I think it's this lake. Yeah, it's this lake. Okay, so here there was a bit of an issue. What is going on here? Probably because that is because the collision of this rock is very stupid. I mean, the legs are actually moving it. I'm actually. But I think it's because that rock is stupid, so that's the reason. It's nothing else. Just because the rock is stupid. Okay, so now I want to fish from here. Right? So I put my fishing rod on, I right click, I click on fish. You need some bait equipped. Okay, fine. We have this bait. Now, if I press C, Did I change it? So there are a few problems, like the I think I changed. No, it's all empty. No, please. Okay, so we are not reading the mapping anymore, right? Yeah, we are not. Wasn't this working actually? We are reading this though. We are reading this. Why are we not reading this? That's kind of weird, huh? Okay, to cast we have M. Okay, that I will look at later. I cannot do 20 things at the same time. So if I press M, I'm casting, right? And our character is actually casting, and the bobber goes on the water. Okay, fantastic. Now at this point, can my character move? No, I cannot move. Okay, fantastic. Can my character middle click? Yeah, I can, but it's not doing much. Then at a certain point, the fish should arrive. Now. Wow, that's super fast. Holy shit. Yeah, but all the keys for the minigame are working. Now, if you could have my character move a bit, that would be so nice. What happens? What do you mean lose? I did everything perfect. I don't remember if we finished the... Did we okay, so there are few problems. The first problem is that I don't like the way the character is holding the rod, right? He's really holding the rod vertically, and I think that's bad. You should hold it a bit. I mean, this throne I think is good, but then after he recovers the line, he goes into this mode, and I don't like that too much, right? Also because the bobber is staying like vertical on the line, so yeah, that is a bit shit. Now, can we use the new nice functionality of Unreal Engine 5 to actually change that animation without going externally? Because actually Unreal Engine 5 in theory is capable of modifying animations, right? I never did it in Unreal. I always did it in Blender. But in theory, fishing idle. Fishing idle. No? No. Fishing idle, EU. Yes. Okay, so the one that we are using is actually this one. For fishing idle. And I never did this, but we can learn it, right? So in theory, I should be able to change the way. Now, is it the hand that is wrong, or is it the... First of all, I need to understand what is the hand. Okay, the hand is the... And by the way, the hands are not one on top of each other. I don't know why. But the hand is the right hand, right? So I'm holding it in the right hand. So the hand that we should modify, if you want to modify it, is this one. And yeah, it looks pretty vertical, right, to me. So now the question is, how do I modify this? I think I need to click on I don't know if I have the editing tool, since because the editing is, I think, is an additional plugin. Animation date, animation modifier. No. Wow, there's a lot of stuff of animation actually. I remember animation modifiers. I remember there was a button here that was actually edit. Right, but I don't see, I see an editing sequencer, okay, but I don't see the edit here. Maybe because you will have to click on a bone. No, okay, we need to watch a video or something. I don't remember how to do it. Real Engine edit animations. How to easily edit animation in Real Engine 5. I mean, if he's going through the sequencer, no, thank you.
What's up, guys? Welcome to new Unreal Engine 5 show, and today it's gonna be a very easy tutorial to follow. So let's work with absolutely any animation that you. I'm just gonna go into run animation. So basically, to edit animation, we have to go into the skeleton tree. If you don't see it, you can go into Window, Skeleton Tree, and when it's open, what we have to do is basically select one of the bones that you want to change. For example, I want to change, let's say, the left arm. So I will just select the left arm over here. Now, to make things easier, I'm just gonna pause it and put it in the beginning. And let's make that basically his arm is gonna be like going up. So literally start just modifying, alright? So you're gonna go ahead and put this.
This guy is doing it in a really, I mean, okay, I see how he's doing. I mean, this guy is really just changing. But weren't this edit thingy? So what he's doing is just saying, okay, you need this bone to be rotated, go and rotate it, right? And that's it. So it's just rotating it permanently like this, right? And done, right? And then the rest of the animation, I think, will actually follow, but yeah, exactly. But is this the way we want to do it? I don't know. I mean, this is a simple way, so I like simple ways. Why not? But no. Yeah, that is actually not possible. Okay, but like this should already be, right? Like this should already be more yeah, rotated, right? Because I rotated it quite a bit. So it should go. So if I say this one is also in subversion, so we can just save it, I guess, and see. So instead of being so vertical now, it will be more front, hopefully. Not by much, but it will be at least a bit. But then the other problem, I think, would be, the other thing would be nice if you could have a pool animation, right? Why the loose stay? I don't know. That UI we have to redo completely. We have to redo the UI, and lose basically means that you lost the fish. But I think I will redo it a bit. Also, I think we need to hide the other windows. I would like to hide the other window, get an overlay, and get a better... Are we sending the fish or not? I think this one is done, boys. Done! I think I can just save it and close it. I don't think we need anything more on this one. This means we can probably also close... no, we can go back. We can go back here. I mean, we didn't finish this, right? Which is something that I would like to finish completely. But let's do it while we work on fishing. So if we go back to fishing... Yeah, I think we didn't finish this, right? So we arrived up to the fish bite. But we didn't do the win or lose, and we didn't do the receive fish on rod. So actually, yeah, we are missing pieces here. We are missing pieces. We didn't finish we stopped when we decided that we didn't want the character to move, and so I said, okay, I'm going to convert ALS, and we basically stop in the middle of the fishing thingy. Let me see if he's holding. Fuck, I cannot see it because the camera is. Can I detach? I didn't change at all. Did he change a bit or not? It seems identical to me. Huh? Right? It looks identical. I think it was like that, and I moved it like this, so it should, right? But it's not enough. Maybe it's just not enough. Okay, let me just exaggerate it and see what happens, right? Let me just do it this way, which is like super. It's nearly horizontal, right, at this point. No, because I want to see if it's changing or not, because if it's not changing, then what's the point of editing? Right? Because the animation plays with the hand actually all rotated, so maybe it was not enough, so it was not visible. That's possible. Yeah, the lose the end of the game, we didn't do it in plane shift yet. We did it in the outside, right? But in plane shift, we didn't do the catch of the fish and the display of the fish and all of that. We didn't. So we have to finish that work. But I think we need one day more. So I think will be tomorrow, because we have like half an hour left, and I don't know if we can do that, but. We took a bit of time on fixing other stuff. Okay, while it's winding up, I think it's fine. Bro, it's not changing shit. So it's not this animation. It's not this animation. But I checked it. What do you mean it's not this animation? I checked it, it's going into harvesting. Yeah. Is this one? No, this is the one. Why? Yeah, this is the one that we are using. Because we retargeted, right? We retargeted the movement, right? The movement animations. But the other animations, we reused all the one that we have, right? So like when you fall dead or whatever, right? Those animations are exactly the same, right? So, okay, so let me just finish the video because it seems that it's not, but it's very strange actually, because I mean in the montage you see it, you know, with the hand rotated. You see how much the hand is rotated here? It's insane, it's nearly horizontal, right? And it's this hand because this is the hand that holds the, right? That holds the rod. So, but it seems that here is in the original position. So like that nothing changed. But if I play the animation here, it is like that. And this is saved because I saved that and I saved the animation. So yeah, no file to save. How it is possible? I don't understand. Maybe you need to apply or something because otherwise it's not changing the scale. I don't know.
Straight, and then because I want to change the arm like this, we just have to make a key over here, and there we go. If we press play, you will see that the arm now is doing like downwards, right? And now if I select the upper arm and then go ahead and put it up and then hit the key, and if I press play, you can see that I'm running with my arm basically up. Of course it's breaking a lot because I did it real quick, but if I were to make it a bit better.
Yeah, so is adding the key, I don't know if adding the key is that, so I guess we are missing that. But wasn't there a better editor in Unreal for animations? Huh? Wasn't there in 5.3 or 5.4, the one that we have, a better, yeah, we didn't add any keys actually, right? So we didn't click on key, we didn't, so that's probably the reason. Ends are, right? Ends are, I go here and I say key. Yeah, you actually added a key, so it's an additive layer track. It's an additive layer track. So maybe it is needed to, is a kind of an override, right? So I think it's overriding it. Okay, I believe. Let me resave it then. I mean, visually looks exactly the same, but maybe it's different. I mean, the important point is that I didn't modify the skeleton, right? Because we don't want to change the skeleton. We want to change the rotation of this bone in the context of this animation. right? Yeah, but the weird thing is that now it's doing that. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think that yeah, it was missing the key. It was basically missing the key. Well, I mean, now will be too low. Now will be super low. So I don't want it that much, right? So the idea was to have it probably like this. Uh-oh. Now we fucked up completely. How do I see the key? Because I really don't see the key. Right. So it seems to be switching between up and down, you see, very because I click is that thing, okay. But how do you I don't know, it seems to be weird actually. I mean it's very bad. I mean, it's very bad way of editing, right? So I don't see the keys here on the. Maybe there is a way to show them. I don't know. I should see like a marker, right? Like a marker at the top that is telling me that actually here I have a key and here I have another key, right? And also it should allow me to remove a key, which is something that I don't see. And also it should allow me to edit the curve. Okay, editing the curve, I think that it allows you to do it. Okay. Okay. Well, this is better, yes. So if you edit the curve, at least you see the... okay, that is definitely better. Can I remove a key? Because in this case, I basically need to get all of this. Nope, all of that. Yeah. And delete it. Okay, yes, you can do it. Because now we have a key here at the beginning. So if I remove this key at the beginning, what happens? Okay, yes, it's correct. Yeah, it seems that it's applying an additive layer on top, which I think is good. I hope it doesn't mess up with other stuff. But so it's not really changing the animation, right? Is adding another layer on top. At least this way is not a full editing of the animation, right? Is like a red marking on top, which may be fine. I mean, so you can always go back to the original animation if you want, right? Because you just delete all the keys that you added. But I remember that there was an edit button. Maybe it was for something else. Maybe it was not for the animations. Maybe it was for the geometry. Because this one is 2 years ago, right? 2 years ago. So we want something in the last year or so.
Blueprint techniques that you like? I could also, so when I the section and the position
Yeah, he's using the same technique.
move would combine.
This guy's using the same technique. This guy.
It took me a while, but I found out a nice workflow to animations to match up with those new weapons. So in the case, the editor, and you could just right click and you could migrate. In my case, I will be using some animations you got from Examo. And you see that it's open animation asset. So that is not exactly where we want her to
Yeah, it was something else then. It was something else. I think I confused with something else because it's not popping up in Google in any way. So, fine. Wee. Wee ploof. Let me see how this guy's staying now. Okay, much better. Now the transition is a bit rough between, but fine. Yeah, exactly. So this is the way it should stay. It is the way it should stay. Yes, much better. Okay, this is good. This is good. Now I just want to test something because now if I press WASD, right, I cannot move and I cannot jump, right? I can still open and close my inventory, but I cannot move, I cannot jump. I can still move item in my inventory, which is okay. I can still chat, which is okay. But my character cannot move, and it's exactly what we wanted, right? Because you are in a different mode. If I press escape, which is actually the way to exit from the mini game, hopefully my character moves again. Yeah. So that's working very, very nice. So the adding and removal of mapping context seems to be working very, very nice. Which is great. Okay. Okay, so I think we can continue then with the mini game. So basically, after you lose or win, well, basically after you win, I will try to win if I can. I think I have to increase my fishing skills so that we don't go crazy with 1 million. I think it would be nice to have the guy move a bit when he's pulling, right? But basically, when the minigame ends... Okay, this was working actually. You catch a TBD of quality 53.3 with weight 0.69 kilograms. I want to redo the bob, but I really don't like it. Nice. What happens if I... Yeah, I would like the guy to pull, right? To pull. Should we do the animation ourselves or what? I think so. There was a fishing animation pack, right? Which I still have open here, which is basically completely useless apart from this single animation. Which is here in a second. In a second you will see it. Not that, not that, not that, not that, not that. This one. Right? This one. The problem of how it is now is that this one is also not bad. The one where he's putting the fish into the pocket. This one we may also use, actually. I mean, it's not very hard to make, but it's not very hard to make. But we need, yeah, I think we need at least one, right? When we are playing the mini game, will be nice if the character is pulling the rod a bit. I mean, it would even be nicer if he would be pulling it left, right, up or down, right? That would be very nice. I mean, in theory, we could do it controlling the bones, right? Because we have, I mean, if we want to control the bones, we can. So I could have like the spine, you know, move at the back or at the front or the left or the right based on. Look, also the fish has the bones because it's, yeah. The fish has all the bones. Look at that. I have to think about this. I think it would be nice to have 4 animations. One where he's pulling a bit to one side, to the other side, right? Back and a bit down, right? And a bit down. So when he's coming, when the fish is going down, we pull up. When the fish is going far away, we pull down, but basically the animation is the same. So yeah, we need only 2, and we only need yeah, the pull up. And then I think when we do the wrong move, I think when we do the wrong move, we can have actually the animation have the rod go down. Yeah, go down a bit and go up again. Yeah, that would be very nice. Can we do it? Can we do it? So I need a I need an animation. Why is now a painting? Because it's black. Okay. I need an animation that pulls this way, an animation that pulls this way, an animation that pulls up. And I mean, the one that is the wrong move, I don't know exactly how to do it, but I think we can just pull down, right, or something. I think we just pull down, or like if the fish is winning over you, right? Yeah, I think so. Like if the fish is winning over you. But how the hell do we do it? Do we export the default and then we change it? Yeah, that's probably the only way. Do you think it will work? I don't know. So if I take the idle that we modified, right? Because we modified the idle. GG finding it now. Fishing idle, new actions. Is this one. So if we export this. Well, I still don't remember what is the beta thing that we... Should I try to do it in Unreal? Bah. In theory, I could. Let me just see if it works, because I don't remember if this export is actually capable of doing what we have to do. I don't remember if exporting animations was actually a thing. I think we did it in few cases, but it was very... Because I think it's fucking up all the bones, right? It's fucking up all the bones. Well, I think if you change the view to sticks, I think it is probably... Yeah, more reasonable, right? And at the moment, this is a completely fully baked animation. So, is my hand in the already with the change or not? Doesn't look like. I think it didn't export. I think it didn't export to the rotated hand. I think it didn't, because you see that the hand is pretty much horizontal, or even leaning back, right? While here, so I think I think it didn't export the delta. She's super annoying, bro. Why? Why you do this to me? Minus 23, minus 26, minus 24. Minus 23, minus 26, minus 24. So pretty much minus 25 on the 3 axis. Well, I can't redo it manually. It doesn't move at all. Because it is not. Because this is not that. Oh my god, it is completely different. It is a completely different unit of measure. No, I would say that's not the way. Because probably this is radians and not angles, right? So 25 radians in degrees is what? No, the opposite. 25 degrees in radians is 0.4. So I have to go, well, there is already 3, so that's a bit weird. I have to go like 0.4 down. Nah, it's not. Well, there is already pretty much 0.4, right? So probably it's like this. Yeah, I think it is like this actually. Now it goes a bit inside the other hand to be, but yeah, it does actually. But it's okay. We don't care. We don't really care. So assuming that this is the position, right? And assuming that now I do something like Add key. What? Oh. Fuck. I was not in the right place. Why I is not doing anything? I don't know, guys. So this is our starting point, right? This is our starting point, and it is also our end point. And I don't know if I press I, nothing happens, but here under insert keyframe I have I, so it's a bit stupid. Maybe because I'm not in the animation, I'm in the layout and not in the animation thingy. So that is why, I don't know. Let me see if I press I now. Maybe it does it automatically. Ah, it does it automatically without asking you. And it does automatically all channels. Okay, fine. I understand. Okay, fine. It's okay. It's okay. So if we want... by the way, why this IK is so weird? The IK and L is just going places in this animation. But we don't care, it's a fully baked animation. So what we want to do, we want to have this character lean a bit at the back, right? So we take spine number 1, which I guess is this one, yeah? It is this one. And we just flex it at the back, rotating it this way a bit, right? And in theory is already enough, right? Because, right, in theory, if I do this, I mean, I understand it's not the best of the best, but this guy will already, you know, go forward and then back again. Now, he will not do it in a very plastic way, in a very flexible way, because this is a linear pull, while we want to have a curve pull here. So we can probably just edit the curves of this on the Y rotation, whatever I changed, which I don't know, but view curves, I think there is a thing. Yeah, graph editor, can you normalize whatever? Yeah, thank you. Okay, yeah, so it is my, you see, it is my pure linear thingy, which obviously looks bad because he has to pull and then slow down a lot, and then so he has to slow down a lot when he's here in the middle and then go back, right? So we need this to be handle type, I don't know, free, yeah, freehand, and we need to be able to edit this interpolation mode, and yeah, what? Exactly the opposite. No, exactly like this. No, exactly the opposite. The opposite, my friend. Pa pa Ba-da-bum, ba-ba-ba-da-bum. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I think I selected only one. Oh fuck no. That is why I did it this way. No. No. I'm fucked, completely fucked. I mean, I need all the rotations to be the same. Fuck. Okay. Okay, I understand. So is is the opposite? No? Yeah. Is exactly the opposite, my friends. Is exactly the freaking opposite. Oh fuck. I mean, everything is the opposite or only... Yeah, everything is the opposite. I don't know why it's doing only one side when I do that, and then I have to go this side. Okay. Come on. I don't know why there is no play button in the... I mean, it's better because the problem is obviously the bounce, right? But you will see it only once, right? You will see it only once. So now he's playing multiple times, and so it looks like he's bouncing when he's reaching the bottom. But actually, you will see it play only once. Not in a loop, right? So it will basically stay here a lot, as you can see. It stays here a lot. And then he goes down again, right? Okay, before doing anything else, let's just see if this actually re-imports properly into Unreal, because that I don't know. I think that editing animations, I mean exporting and re-putting it in, sometimes fucks up everything. So I need to understand if this is actually possible. I think I did it a long time ago, but... So this we call fishing pool. We do fishing pool. Because otherwise we have to restart from... If it doesn't work, we have to restart from the default skeleton, from the default. We have the basic model that we can use, but let's see what it does. Our skeleton is always this is only is the same one. Yeah, we just have to have the new. Do you think it will import the animations? Yeah, it did. Okay. Yeah. Actually. Okay, so yeah, it works. Now it is mechanical. I mean, it is like we see in Blender, right? But yeah, it did it kind of okay. I mean, the legs are not moving at all, which is bad. But I can have that move. I can have the body go a bit down and the pelvis go a bit up. You know, we can improve it. But yeah, it is. The problem is that I finished my time. Fuck. But basically, we will create one animation for pulling, one animation for going down, and one left and one right. And then based on the results of the mini game, which I know exactly, based on each move, your character will move, right? I think would be nice. I think would be very nice. I think would be very nice. I just have to create animations which are not really bad, but they are like okay. And this one like this looks a bit stupid, but it will not do this because it will do it only once, right? And then we'll go back to the idle animation, right? And maybe I can ease it out at the beginning. I think it's maybe to make you can wait and pull, but I think you can pull immediately. I think it can be fine if I move the pelvis. Okay, guys, I have to go, but I leave you with this nice fish skeleton on screen. I think a lot of stuff worked today, so I'm very happy that we are making progress. We can go back to work on the game instead of working on, you know, infrastructure stuff. And yup, I will see you tomorrow evening. So have a good rest of your day, and see you tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. European time. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Thank you again, Dustin, for the sub.